Hi, my name is Jen Ralston and I am the writer and director of BFF. I have always wanted to be a filmmaker. I was 6 years old when Star Wars came out and I saw it in the theater and I fell asleep before the Death Star blew up, but while I was awake, I knew that I wanted to make movies. I went to NYU Film School, and the first day we were told all together that the chances of any one of us becoming a director was practically non-existent, and what we needed to do was we needed to learn trades. I gravitated towards sound. It's not a glamorous job, but it is an interesting job. It's technical and it's creative. I've worked on a lot of movies over the last 20 years and with a lot of amazing people. I worked on Voice on Cry. I worked on Hedwig and the Angry Inch. I worked for the Coen brothers on The Big Lebowski. I worked on The Wire and Generation Kill and Treme for David Simon. And I've continued to write and make short films on the side, just, for myself, for my own entertainment, for years. I got to the point maybe 5 years ago where I wrote something that I thought was good enough to actually share with somebody. And the person I decided to share it with was David Simon. I co-wrote episode 5 of season 3 of Treme. I got to write scenes for actors I'd been working with for a couple of years, and that's a strange power to have when you're used to being in post and just removing things or making them sound better. Co-writing the episode for Treme was a really great experience, and it just kind of reaffirmed for me that I was doing something that I really loved to do, and I wanted to keep doing it. So when that season of Treme wrapped, I went to Los Angeles, and I managed to get 2 meetings with one manager and one agent. Both of the meetings went the same way. They said that I was a good writer, but that I hadn't proven that I was a great writer yet. And when I asked them what I could do to prove I was a great writer, they said I needed to write a pilot in which somebody died or had sex in the first 10 pages. That if that doesn't happen in the first 10 pages, nobody's going to read to page 11. You can't be a writer and a director. Don't confuse people. You do one thing. Be careful about how many gay characters you write, because you might get stereotyped yourself as a gay writer. What's wrong with being a gay writer? I mean, how many writers have been nothing but straight writers their entire careers? I don't get it. I went home determined to write the best/worst pilot ever. I got about 3/4 of the way through the first draft of the script and said, I don't really care. I don't want to do this. And then I turned to BFF and I looked at it and I said, there is an audience for this. Somebody wants to see this. And it's not just me. I mean, it can't just be me. I grew up watching straight people on TV, and I could appreciate when something was funny, even if the characters didn't directly relate to me. Friends was funny. The Brady Bunch was funny. Why can't straight people watch a comedy that has gay people in it where the comedy isn't at the gay people's expense? And why can't gay people have a show that, why can't the storylines go beyond who's sleeping with who, or well, actually that's really about all we have right now, who's sleeping with who. That's not the only thing gay people do. With the internet, there's instantaneous international distribution. At the click of an upload button, everybody in the world can see something that we used to have to wait and convince people who had lots of money and the means to distribute films that it was a story worth seeing. Hollywood doesn't think there's an audience for this until it's proven to them that people want to watch it. And so hopefully the more people watch this series, the harder that message can be hit home to the people in charge of networks, that audiences are ready for something beyond their version of diversity. Diversity means there's no token anything, but it costs money. It costs money to make things look like they belong on TV. We have to rent lights, and we have to get locations, and we have to feed people, and hopefully we can pay them a little money for working on the show. So that's what we're trying to do here. Thank you.